welcome back to Hoosie Homestead. I'm Bonnie, and today I'm going to condition and treat my cutting boards and my wood utensils. So how I like to do that is with my coconut oil. I use unrefined coconut oil. Sea salt or regular table salt is fine. You don't need to use your good salt for this. And a lemon. So the first thing I'm going to show you is how I clean my cutting boards. I try not to submerge them in water unless I really need to. Just kind of wipe them down with a damp towel. If you need to put them under the water to kind of scrub them a little bit, make sure you dry them really thoroughly first, because otherwise the finish gets washed off and they get dry and dull and cracked. So this one I didn't start treating. I had it for years before I started treating it, so I have a crack here. This one here is bamboo. This is wood. So I have a couple different utensils that I like to treat and condition them with. Let's see. So the first thing I do is for cleaning is salt. Actually, I'm going to move this one out of the way for now. So take some salt, generous with it. This is the other half of the lemon from my lemon water this morning. So I'll take that. So lemon is an antibacterial and antiseptic. So there's a purpose for it. It also takes out stains and odors from your wood pieces. So if you're using, cutting beets or something that's going to stain spinach, something that's going to stain your cutting boards, this is a good way to treat it because it takes all that out. So give it a good scrub. And the salt is an abrasive. It's nice and coarse. Whoop! You don't need that much. So it's going to kill, the lemon's going to kill any bacteria and germs that might be, viruses that might be on your cutting board, depending on what you're using it for. Try to keep your meats and your poultry's separate cutting board from your cutting vegetables or citrus, things like that. So here, that's how I do it. Then I'm going to bring it, I would normally bring it over to the sink, kind of give it a rinse, dry it off real quick. Let it dry all the way, make sure it's dry, and then I would treat it. So I'm going to put this aside for now and bring this one out. So coconut oil is also antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal, and it hydrates and moisturizes. So I use coconut oil, unrefined coconut oil, for a lot of different things, not just my cutting boards and my wood utensils. I use it for coconut, for oil pulling. I use it to make my toothpaste. So you just want to, I have a little bit on the edge here, so I just kind of use that. Like, you want to do it like with the grain, circular motions. I really want to get it in there. So I'm going to use one of the pieces that I'm going to condition anyways to kind of scoop that out. You can actually, I'm only going to do half here so you can kind of see what the difference looks like. Take off my rings. Probably should have done that beforehand, but so you want to kind of massage it in. And I'm going to do just one side so you can see the difference. So I like to do this like once a month if I think of it. It's long overdue, but that's okay. So I did this to one of my cutting boards when I purchased it in the store. I got it really, really cheap. It was just like a pine cutting board, and there was no finish on it whatsoever. And I started treating it, and now it looks like it actually has some sort of actual finish on it because I've just been moisturizing it and keeping it up. So you can leave this. I would leave the oil in there and not wipe it off. You want to do both sides and your edges. But just to give you an idea, you know, if you want to take some of the excess off, I would let it sit for at least 20 minutes to a half an hour. And then if there's any extra on there, you can just take a dry, clean towel, kind of wipe it off. I'm going to do that now, and you still will be able to see the difference. Ta-da! Look at that. Doesn't it look great? So healthy. And this will prevent it from drying, cracking, breaking. I actually had one that snapped right in half because I was washing it and just letting it sit in the dish strainer to kind of dry out and take its time. And over time, that made it crack and snap right in half. So since I've been using this method, I haven't had that problem, which is really nice. So you want to get it right into all the little grooves and the cracks and the scratches. And because it's an antibacterial, antifungal, it's gonna, any germs and things that are on there between that and the lemon is gonna sanitize your cutting board. And I would do the same thing with any wooden utensils that you have. Like this here, I just have a little granny fork. Rub them in. Get it in there really good on all the edges. Let it sit, and then wipe them down. This is like my favorite wooden utensil. I don't know why. I don't even know what the hole is for. I think it's for like measuring pasta or something. I'm not quite sure. But it's just like my go-to. Do you have a go-to? I think most of us do. There you go. Get it all in there good. I have a wooden what do you call it? Recipe box. I do that. I do it for my butcher block because that is wood. Wipe it all down, clean it up good. And then, after it sits for a bit, let it all soak in there. Just dry it off. Ta-da! All right. What do you use to clean your cutting boards? When's the last time you cleaned your cutting board? Hopefully this helps you out. Give it a try. See if you like it. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Have a good day.